Emma had always lived in a small town where life was predictable. She had a stable job at a local bookstore, a cozy apartment, and a routine that never changed. Every morning, she sipped her coffee, read a few pages of a novel, and walked to work, where she arranged books, helped customers, and returned home by 6 p.m. Life was easy, safe, comfortable. But deep down, Emma felt an unsettling void. A whisper in her soul urged her to break free, take risks, and explore the unknown. Yet, the fear of uncertainty held her back. Until one fateful day, everything changed. Emma's routine was shattered when her childhood best friend, Lisa, returned from a year-long solo trip around the world. Lisa was glowing with confidence, her eyes sparkling with stories of adventure. Hiking the Andes, learning to surf in Bali, and volunteering in African villages. "You look different," Emma said, unable to hide her envy. Lisa smiled. "Because I stepped out of my comfort zone. You should too, Emma. There's a whole world waiting for you." Emma laughed nervously. "I wouldn't even know where to start." Lisa took her hand and whispered, "You start by saying yes to the unknown." That night, Emma lay awake, Lisa's words echoing in her mind. What if I fail? What if I make a fool of myself? What if I lose everything? Her comfort zone had become a prison, and fear was its strongest lock. The next morning, she found a flyer on her doorstep, travel writing contest, when a fully sponsored trip to Greece. Her heart pounded. She had always loved writing, but never shared her work. Could this be the sign she needed? She almost tossed the flyer aside, but a voice in her head whispered, "Say yes." For the first time in years, Emma did something terrifying yet thrilling. She submitted her story. Days turned into weeks, and just when she'd given up hope, an email arrived. "Congratulations! You won a trip to Greece." Excitement turned into panic. She had never traveled alone, never left her safe little world. But something inside her had already shifted. There was no turning back. Greece was breathtaking, but Emma felt completely out of place. She got lost in Athens, struggled to order food in Greek, and almost missed a ferry to Santorini. Every moment felt like a challenge. But then, something amazing happened. She learned to trust herself. She asked strangers for directions, tasted exotic foods, and even made friends with fellow travelers. With every obstacle she conquered, her confidence grew. She realized that fear had been an illusion, a chain she had wrapped around herself. Comfort zones are just illusions. Growth happens when you embrace the unknown, she wrote in her journal. By the time Emma returned home, she was no longer the same person. The bookstore felt smaller, the routine suffocating. She had tasted freedom, and there was no going back. So, she made a bold decision to become a full-time travel writer. Friends and family thought she was crazy. "Are you sure? It's risky," they warned. But Emma just smiled. She had already learned the truth. Life begins at the edge of your comfort zone. And with that, she packed her bags for her next adventure, this time on her own terms. Emma's story isn't unique. Many people let fear and routine dictate their lives, never realizing that their biggest dreams lie just beyond their comfort zones. If you're reading this, maybe it's your turn. Are you ready to take that first step? Because the life you dream of is waiting for you, outside your comfort zone. If this story resonated with you, remember to subscribe, and share with someone who needs a reminder to step out of their comfort zone. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an inspiring story from Unstoppable Motivation.